Hi everybody, my name is Gabriela. This is John, the curator and creator of Art of Healing. And today we are doing our first podcast episode with Art of Healing the podcast. And this is honestly because we want to be able to curate a better connection with our patients and kind of talk about the things that most clinics aren't really talking about. So in these series of episodes, we're going to get into some really interesting topics. And today specifically, we're going to be talking about how trauma is stored within the body and how that can show up, how we can potentially fix that or go about that. And John is going to share some of his personal experience in seeing all of these situations. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. And if you would like, you can leave comments down below. You can follow us, subscribe, do all the things so you never miss an episode, okay? So, hi John.
Hello.
How are you?
It's my honor.
Good, I'm happy that you're here. So yeah, as we were just saying, that we're going to be talking about how like trauma is stored within the body. Obviously, trauma is something that we all go through to a certain extent, and I think it's really important to understand how this actually manifests into physical things, into mental things. And yeah, I just kind of want to know your experience on how you've been exposed to this world. So my first question for you is, in your years of working with people, how have you seen trauma show up in people's lives? What's your perspective on trauma? How do you approach this? All of that.
It's such a vast topic. This is a very important to have.
Yeah.
First of all, one of the biggest issues we have today is we are accumulating so much information in our brain, and we have so much information, which is good. At the same time, how much this is advantage on your body and how much your body can take it. But I think today is a great source because we understand more what this means, psychosomatic. Psycho is me, your body, and somatic, psycho is your brain, sorry, and somatic is your body. And this comes called soma. Soma is accumulations in Latin word is mean plus, and plus that's mean you accumulate so many things. What is this trauma? Trauma is something to impact in your life. It could be something you hit something, and it could hit your psycho part, or it could hit your body. If you fell on your back and you hurt, and maybe you can have a fracture in your back, or you could be having some traumas there that comes in and has some, could be get to your spinal cord, and then you go to your brain, and then you just have so much pain there, and then they start isolating, then you feel depressed after that because you cannot walk and all this stuff. There's so many factors can be. Let's talk about your childhood. Let's start with topics, right? If you have a great, beautiful childhood and your parents is very nurturing, most like your life will be very flourishing. You're gonna have like amazing things that happen. Your parents believe in you. They say, "I give you a wonderful daughter, Gabi. You're this most person that you're gonna be amazing when you grow up." Or you have somebody mock you down, say, "You're a loser. You're ugly. You know, you don't know anything. You clean over here, but you didn't clean anything." And you when you're little, you believe that because you don't know any better. You didn't develop yet.
Right.
And you start. And then after that, when you get older, you're like in your 30s, 40s, and 50s. Why? I feel so not well. I never feel worthy. Or you can say, "Oh my gosh, I have this positive things, like, oh, I'm great, and everything is beautiful," right?
Right.
But I think your body can change as well.
Yeah.
Right? But that's the first in your childhood. Second thing is your pain. How much the people suffer the pain, why accumulated, why there could be a lot of things about your spiritual parts. That's about the spiritual part. The forgiveness, or anger, or frustration, depression, all this sadness, constant sadness. then your body starts feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You have a headache, you have a migraine, you have a shoulder pain, right? Each part of your body represents a part of your organ. That's the organ of medicine does,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
You comes to talk about kidney. Kidney is the part responsible for your fear.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're like, oh my gosh, I have so many panic attacks. And it's just like, then you hyperventilate, which is lungs is a fear too.
Mm-hmm.
Then you just start breathing hard,
Mm-hmm.
or sometimes you don't breathe at all.
Mm-hmm.
And your body start creating, your muscles don't get oxygen enough. You don't get oxygen, you don't sleep enough. So many things this can accumulate, this soma called psychosomatic.
I see.
And this is what is a beautiful thing about it. Yes, you can be helpful in ways. How? One of the things I think you need to find and talk with yourself. Why I feel it this way. And if you want to more tune up, acupuncture is a great source,
Right.
which helps to balance your chi, called chi, that's called fluid, like flowing, not fluid, but flows. You can see like a blood that is stagnation of blood, and it can start accumulating, they start flowing your energy.
Right.
Then you can do other psychotherapy with other people, you do some counseling and things like that. I think the beautiful thing is the combination of the whole things, your body start restructuring. You start to feeling better because you start accepting who you are.
Right.
But it is a process.
It is a process.
Yeah.
Can you maybe share with me an experience or a story that you've seen or somebody that you've worked with that you have seen a significant shift within them, or you observed a trauma that was in them or that you brought out from them? Let's say they came in with a shoulder pain and you related it to someone else, to something else. Can you share like a story that
Absolutely.
you've experienced?
Yes. Let's give an example. I will give a name because of the privacy.
Of course.
This lady, she has a lot of lower back pain, hip pain, sinus infection, lethargic, and she don't sleep well. And she came in, and I said, I asked her which kind of medication she takes. She gave me this six medications. I'm like, that's a lot, I started looking at the side effect, things like that. And that's one thing is when you work, you need to know what kind of medication they take,
Right.
why you have a pain, and all the stuff. Then I analyzed her body. She has called scoliosis and a curvature in the ass. Then she doesn't have called kyphosis, which doesn't have a curvature in her neck. This is like anatomically, that's her problem.
Right.
And she says she's like 10 years old. She has a lot of pain in her lower back.
Okay.
I didn't ask her because she didn't open up her heart. I stepped out and asked her daughter, say, tell me a little bit what's happened in childhood with your mother. When she was 12 years old, her mother committed suicide. Right? See, you're breathing hard, right? It's already hard to
Taking
hear.
it in, of course.
And when she was 20, her father got hit by a truck. You don't think it could be a trauma later on?
Of course. Of course.
Then she married the husband, which is very chauvinist, very demanding. Then she had 3 kids and was very painful birth. That's me, trauma after trauma.
Yeah.
And when she walked in, she walked like very sad.
Yeah.
Her face is like pallid, and she cannot breathe well. She looked like she's dead. A lot of hip problems. Hip represent move forward.
Exactly.
That's a bladder, gallbladder.
Yeah.
A lot of pains. Her sacrum is this big, like this, in the back. I was like, wow, I never seen things like that. Accumulation of life, carrying. Oh, this pain. How's the grief? The most important part of her life was 12 years old. She lose the mother.
Yeah.
And she feel abandoned.
Yeah.
And she thinks the life is over when her dad got hit by a truck. Then she married somebody that she dedicated the whole life for kids, never separate because the kids was more important to her. More accumulation, right?
Yeah.
And she has a hip problem here, and so has the area here. A lot of pain, and she walked like bending over.
Right.
I did some treatment. She got better 20-30% the first time. Then I sent her to get extra treatment. I told her, so you need somebody to specialize in pharmacology that should know all this medication thing because it's not helping you. You're toxing your body. It's not like I don't believe in Western medicine. It's just need to know what's the proper medication.
Exactly.
Then I told her, you need to see a psychotherapist. Then she go to do, then she said, we need to keep seeing what you're doing to flow your body. After all this conversation giving hope, change her way, how she thinks about life. And that's why you're here to understand, to make a difference in people's lives. And it's a baby step, right?
Yeah.
It's not like something happened overnight.
Yeah, never.
But I cannot wait to have it improve, right?
Yeah, of course, of course. It's really beautiful to see patients, especially when they come in and they have a physical demeanor where they're slouched over, they're looking down, their voice is more weak. And you see, as the sessions go, you see them start to stand up more, come in with a smile, breathing more. And it's really profound because it's not just some needles here and there and physical things. It really is approaching those hidden traumas that hide in the nooks and crannies of our bodies to be able to come out and be presented to the light and say, hey, you don't have to live with this anymore.
Yeah.
You don't have to, you know?
Absolutely.
So what are some ways that you would say that like that release can show up? You know, like how can people experience that release? What are some things that happen when you start to see the body slowly shedding itself from these weights?
First of all, you need to know your body, your mind, to know yourself. You need to ask your question, why are you feeling? And you need to put on the right side your negative things. Like write down your papers, like the right side is your negative thing, and your left side is your positive. Yeah, write down whatever you have, like some traumas in your life, write down whatever is negative over there. And you just, let's say you suffer with digestion issues and it's related to your mother, let's put it that way.
Okay.
Because have a lot of, your umbilical cord is in your stomach is a connection a lot with your mother,
right?
Your umbilical cord. How about that? Then you write down what you're mad about your mother. Let's give an example. Then and the right side, your notebook, write down what you love about her. Then you start writing down all the goodness. Because when you focus in one thing, when you paint the whole wall, but you have a little bit you left over there in a corner, this little red dot, everybody go watch that red dot.
Right, exactly.
It's not the whole wall.
Exactly.
And the same thing about you, you don't want to focus in that one thing, one problem. You have 10 gratitudes in one thing. That really start healing your process in your brain.
So you're saying that noticing and giving gratitude for all the good things that might have come out of that trauma is a good way to kind of like re-establish your relationship with what happened, you know? And I think it's very true. A lot of people, we tend to focus on all of the bad things that come with something, but we have to understand, and I think this is also something that maybe a lot of people don't understand, is that, you know, the universe, God, source, whatever we want to call it, will always be on our side, you know? So because something bad happened to us, there's so many positive things that could come out of it.
Other things too, have so many techniques you can do yourself, which called tapping.
EFT tapping.
Yeah, EFT, emotional freedom technique, which like every time you feel anxious, then you come and tap your heart. Just get this and breathe.
That's true.
Help to soothe, because after you breathe approximately 40 times, any fears or any panic attack go away.
Oh, really?
Everything.
Wow, 40.
40 breath.
40 breaths. Okay.
Deep breath. Doesn't matter what situation. If you like, let's say, tragic happened, your dog got hit in the front of you. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's horrible. But you breathe 40 times. Doesn't mean the thing go away.
Exactly.
But at least you go calm down your nerve system called sympathetic response, which is going to your nerve system, just encephalic, and when you go to your hypothalamus, just all this thing with the endorphins, all this stuff go crazy with you. But and then when you come down with the breathing, there's nothing is better than nice breath.
Breathing, always. It's always coming back to the breath. It's true. And I know that can be like cliche to a lot of people who always say, oh, be in the present, breathe, you know. But it is the one constant thing we have in our lives is our breath, you know. So the power of our breath is extremely impactful. So
absolutely,
very good point. Yes. You were saying earlier that you wanted to share another story that you were thinking of that.
Yeah, I have another story that was the one lady. She has a lot of pain all over, and she's like, most people carry a lot of hip pains and lower back pains.
Yeah, they say you store your traumas in your hips.
They say hips because that's accumulation over here, and it's very interesting. The body shape actually have a lot to do with you. When you have like wide hips, usually is a protection to yourself. And you try to like, this is the sexual area here. This is the where you walk forward and all this stuff. But if you cannot shift there, it's like you just accumulate a lot there. Yeah. Some people just skinny on the top, then they get big here, and then a big part, and because this is the part of your childhood a lot when you accumulate.
Wow.
Right? Or some people just don't have it all, and they don't have a lot of maturity. That's a lot of stuff.
Oh, very interesting. Yeah. Wow.
Depends how your body type it is. I don't know what to. We can go to that the next
of course,
podcast
on the next
for that.
episode.
That'd be interesting. It'd be very how your body physically is. Talk about who you are.
Wow.
The fascinating was this woman came. She's having pain. And she's like, I don't know, no, nothing helps me. She's like, I went to different doctors, this and that. And she's like, then what I went to say, let's go to your childhood, right?
Okay. Always. Just go straight into it.
And not really, sometimes it's not, but this kind of case, when I have so much pain accumulated, I said, tell me a little bit. She said when she was 5 years old, her mom used to tie her up, like from baby until she was 5. She did something that her mom didn't agree. She tied on a tree, keep outside, ants start crawling. She has fleas, have things like start crawling. And she put like a ball of food on under, and she need bend and she eat it.
Oh my God.
She stayed all day in the sun. And today she cannot take the heat. She hates heat because the sun was pounding on her all day, and she's outside there tying a tree. And one time her grandfather came and said, what are you doing?
To the mother.
To the mother. She's like, well, she did bad things, but why you doing this? Then they took her his house, but they're very poor. And they didn't have food enough to feed her too. When she was 5, and she went to orphanage. And then from the orphanage from 5 to 15, I didn't have food over there either.
Yeah.
And she had that starvation part in her life from 5 to 15. She's usually sneak out and eat like outside in the middle of the night there, and then it was convent, and she said she went over there and she ate the whole one banana, only had one banana, she ate the whole thing, the peel and everything to try to fill up her stomach. And then she has this trauma, she cannot sleep because after 15 until 20 somebody was molesting her. Anyways, why so many traumas after traumas, right? And then how we get rid of it. And today she has very much better life. And I never met somebody who has so much great attitude and have gratitude. But her body
her body took the score.
Take the score. And it is a plus, the soma, right? Plus, all the years. Then I started working on her brain about how to decrease that. I said, talk with your body. You have the overheat. She hates heat because she has this menopause and all the stuff happening to her. I said, talk to your body. I said, okay. It's okay to talk about my heat. I'm okay to have this heat in my body. Then you know what happened? Her heat started going down.
Once she accepted it, yeah.
And she said, I hate heat. I don't like anything about heat. But she changed her brain. And I started giving those tools. We worked together. She's like, oh, I never felt so much better in my life. She started sleeping better and all this stuff like that.
That's beautiful.
This is a process, it's not a one-time thing.
So those stories are heavy. They're very heavy. Why? And I know this is kind of like a general question, and maybe it doesn't have an answer. What's your perspective on, like, why is there so much suffering? Why do we go through so much suffering? Why do some people suffer so immensely and some people not at all? You know, like, what's your theory on that?
That's my theory, right? Is for suffering always will exist since the human existence is a suffering exists. Animals suffer, plants suffer, trees suffer, the environment suffer. Everybody, your parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, everybody suffer. If you have a kids, your kids will suffer. It's inevitable. However, one of the biggest things I believe is suffer. It is your ways to connect with your spiritual life. When you suffer, you don't depend on your flesh or your conscious or subconscious. It depends something beyond that. Something that I would say connect with God. And this is the things like you cannot be relying on your strength. And that's what comes, the spiritual part is very important for you. You come say, hey, I have this anxiety, I have a depression, I have this and that. I cannot control, because your subconscious, you're not control subconscious. Conscious, you can say, yes, I can make a decision. I'm going to eat great food or not. But your subconscious say, I want to eat the sugar, right? And say, oh, this is not good for you. But you don't demand it, subconscious. Because why go back to the same habits? Why go back to the same thing? Back to, again, you don't control that. And suffer is another thing you don't control. Somebody die in your family is not your control. The grief is not your control. But how you deal with your consciousness, this is your control. And how you deal with that. Why so much suffering is because the best people, this is my idea, is that the best people in the history on this life suffered the most. But they are brilliant. Socrates, Hippocrates, Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, Martin Luther King, Mother Teresa, all these brilliant people suffer. They don't have, even like all those 12 disciples Jesus has, all they suffer. Only one that died in old age was Apostle John. Judas Iscariot, he committed suicide. And all of them pretty much died, pretty much crucified as well.
Wow.
And those people impacted the world. That makes sense. Those people make a difference. And I have a question for you. If you know that you will suffer for some times, but you can save 1.5 million people, you do it?
Of course, yeah.
Isn't something?
Yeah.
And then it was like, but you will suffer.
Yeah.
But I say with the big ones, like you want to make impact to people. And sometimes love suffers.
Yeah. Of course.
When you love somebody, sometimes you're going through so much, you love so much.
Yeah.
And suffers. And the same thing about, this is what it is I love about what is say God give his beloved son, that he suffered giving the son because he loved us so much. And the things, this is the missing part of this world today. We need to love each other, right? I believe in God. This is my personal spiritual thing, and each one has to listen this, have own belief, and I respect that. But I believe in God, And when you love God now in your heart,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's the principle of the commandments. And if you love others
Mm-hmm.
with as much you love yourself, this is where it be different, right?
Yeah.
And that's what then this is the, but you love others as much you love yourself, but you need to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You need to think about what do you put in your body.
Yeah.
You're suffering, but at the same time say, how do I take care of my suffering?
Yeah. Love as an action.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have a shoulder pain, take action. Go to see somebody that can take care. Do massage, acupuncture, or whatever you think you believe you need to take it. Do it.
Right.
But at the same time, you need to talk to your body. I really believe in psycho talk.
Yeah.
You need to talk with your body. If your shoulder hurts, I go get better.
Yeah.
I talk with my body every time when my
Yeah.
lower back go out. I say, "Hey, bud,
Yeah.
let's feel it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. What's
Yeah.
going on." Then back in my mind, I start thinking, "What's going on in my life?
Yeah.
Why is my back is hurting?
Yeah.
That's my bladder area.
Yeah.
Why it's not flowing?"
So beautiful, yeah.
And say, is it stress or why I stressed out? Do you ever ask why you stressed out?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because I'm over. Everybody answers, I overworking. Why you overworking?
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever ask why you don't have enough to work, or you need to work more,
Mm-hmm.
or you just, how about you come say, let me pull out, and whatever I'm doing to start to think and rethink. That's the meditation part that comes. Why meditation is so famous? Because you meditate, empty yourself, and let your body start healing. Your mind will heal it. That makes sense.
That's really beautiful. That's really beautiful. And I think that self-talk among the body is very important. And people don't talk to their body
Yes.
as much as we need to. Just how when you talk to plants, they grow and they flourish.
Exactly.
It's the same thing with
Talk
ourselves.
with your water.
Talk with your water. Put affirmations in your water, and some people think, oh, woo-woo crazy, but it really works. It's energy. It's the vibration of the voice putting positivity and love into these things that we have for ourselves. So that's a very good point.
Gabi, is very interesting that only your brain recognizes. I can speak all day long to tell you, you're beautiful, this and that. You say, okay, he said that's nice. But when you tell yourself, I am beautiful, the thing changes because your voice recognizes yourself. Your body recognizes you. When you're telling myself, like, oh my gosh, my back's hurting, say, hey, bud, let's have a conversation over here. And you rub yourself there very gentle. You say, hey, you're
gonna get better. Yeah.
And now let's talk about it. You can, of course, you didn't need that treatment.
Yeah.
At the same time, talk with yourself every day. It's like brushing your teeth. If you go to the dentist every 6 months, you think you're going to have a cavity without brushing your teeth? That's the exercise you need to do yourself. You need to talk to yourself every day.
Yeah.
I'm worthy. I'm beautiful.
Yeah.
I love myself. I know better.
That's so good. That's so good. So this goes into my last question I'm going to ask you. For people who are living with this trauma, what are some things that they can do every day? This was one of the answers, but what are some other things that they can incorporate in their lives every day to really kind of bring out those things and be able to approach them with a more calm and clear mind and soul?
I believe, first of all, you need to calm down your brain. One of the things, everybody talks about meditation, right? Meditations, everybody thinks you need to sit down there and just do nothing. This is not true. Meditations, you can be even driving and be soothing and just breathe and say, just empty yourself. Or you can be sitting like this. You don't need to be just like,
No, it doesn't need to be like that.
Yeah, you don't need to. You can be even you're working, they give 5 minutes break or 3 minutes break and just breathe. And just close your eyes and breathe and just let it go. You don't need to be, you need to be present to yourself, but at the same time empty yourself, right? You can be in the prayers. Prayers is another meditation way, right? I have a friend of mine, he's a surgeon. He said every time before the surgery, he does 10 minutes before he gets the next surgery. He go to the empty room, he just stay quiet, and he rejuvenate. I say, God, give me strength and knowledge and wisdom to do the next one. then that's why he can say he's when he does the surgery and he's doing the surgery, he's doing the meditation too. He's cutting the person and they're just working on the body, and it's just like he's oncologist, and at that time he's praying the same time he's doing it. He said, "Good, use my hands over here, whatever cut." He said he never lost one person he stayed.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And the second thing is just self-talk. Talk with yourself. Soothe yourself. You can hug yourself. Just like caress yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
And breathe and say, "Oh my gosh, I need to love me."
Yeah. And it
This
feels
is
good
good.
when you
Like,
do it. It feels
yeah.
good, of course.
Or buy a teddy bear and sleep with a teddy bear. Just hug and just give it love.
That's beautiful.
And breathe. That's the first thing when you come up with this world. You know you don't breathe in the womb, right? The mother actually supplied the oxygen.
Bread, yeah.
And when the first thing comes, that's why they tap it
Yeah.
to come and they start crying because that's your lung expand, right?
Yeah.
And that's what's developed.
How
when
profound.
Yes. And the last thing when you go out this world, the last thing go out is your breath.
Yeah.
And between this, your birth and your last, you need to bathe your lungs and breathe and just have a joy, rejoice. And the most important thing is your attitude in life. Be happy. Even if it sucks your day, say, "You know what? I'm grateful. Grateful there's a moment I have. I'm this beautiful moment. I cannot be better place than this right now.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
I want to be with you here. This is the best moment.
Yeah.
This is better than Paris."
For sure.
Yeah?
For sure.
Because we share this very special moment.
Yeah.
And it bring even maybe you think about somebody, if you sucks that day, your day is bad, think about your dog.
Or your cat.
Your cat. Or think about your mother if you like them.
Yeah.
Right? Or if somebody you like, or God, anything you want to think about something wonderful. Life has a lot of obstacles.
Yeah.
It's like a river, have rocks. But what happened when the water hit the rock? What happens?
It goes around.
Exactly. Your brain can go around.
Yeah.
Doesn't have any problems cannot be resolved.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Of course. I'm really happy that we can be here together, and that, we're starting this process and this journey of being able to share these conversations with anybody who's listening, our patients, future patients, past patients, and anybody who's listening in our community, because I think these conversations are really important and worth having. And yeah, you've helped so many people in your life, so I'm honored to have you here.
And I'm so happy to do this, and then we actually every week we will be featuring something new.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yes. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.